In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this flappy bird, and you'll need 3 reds for the beak. If you want to do orange, you can. 1 black for the eyes, 5 whites, and about 30 yellows. So let's get started. We're going to take 2 single yellow rubber bands with the loom in this configuration, starting from the center peg, down 1, 2 single rubber bands. We're coming diagonally on both sides. And we'll come down twice with yellows, and that will be his bottom. On the top, we'll come down 2 yellows also with 2 single rubber bands. For his eyes, we're taking 2 single whites and closing it off. So that's the top of his head, closing the bottom with 2 single yellows, like that. Now the center of his body, he's going to be pretty small, taking 2 single yellows, coming down the center, and lastly 2 single whites, close off, and that will form where his eyes are. With 2 single rubber bands, we're going to make the wings, and we'll do that twice on either side of our peg, like that, and you can make it longer if you want. Now taking a single rubber band, and we're going to cap it off by looping it 3 times to create 4 loops for both wings. Like so. And just go under those cap bands, grab the bottom 2 bands, and looping it up for both wings. And now take a single yellow, and we're going to put it on his body. Loop it up to hold your wings like you're doing a slip knot, but it's holding your wing together like that. And now you're going to take it, and we're adding it across on the second peg to the second peg, like that, and we'll push one of the wing down towards the bottom, so that's the wing that's facing the other side. Now with the other wing, same thing. We're taking a single yellow, and we're going to grab it, getting it on to our other wing, like that. Again, our loop, the single rubber band has our wing, and we're going to loop it on that same peg. Now let's make our eye, taking a single rubber band and looping it 3 times to create 4 loops, taking a single white, if you want to do yellow you can, and pulling those looped rubber bands onto that single white, and we're going to loop it across our peg there, from the 3rd peg to the 3rd peg. So that's what you should have. And now we'll make the beak, and we'll need 3 single reds or orange, whatever one you want to do, whatever color you want to do. Taking your single red, and we're looping it 3 times to create 4 loops on a hook. And we're doing this on a hook. If you wanted to on the peg, you can. Taking a single double, get it on your hook, and pull the looped rubber bands onto the single we doubled, and looping it onto a hook like that. This doesn't stretch it as much. And like again, you can do it on the loom, taking single, double, and just putting it twice, and then capping the end here 4 times. So again, just finish that off, pulling the rubber band onto the second single we doubled, and that's our beak. And we'll add it to the very bottom peg in the center, so the 4th peg in the center. And now we're ready to loop up. So go under the beak, pull it back, grab the top 2 single rubber bands, it should be the white ones, and looping it onto itself, going back in, grab the next 2, mine's the yellows, looping it onto itself. The last two right onto the top of the head like that. And I'm going to finish up my left side, going up and looping it all the way to the top peg where the arrow is. Like that, making sure we have teardrops. On the other side, same thing. Looping the bottom two bands up and onto itself, creating teardrops. And now we can come up the center of the body, pulling the bottom two bands. And now here we want to spread them so our wings, and loop it on the second peg from the top in the center. But we want to spread and pull our wings through like that. So we fished it through like so, so it's sticking out. And go in, grab the bottom two, the last two band, and looping it onto itself, creating a teardrop. And now we're ready to take our Flappy Bird off the loom. Taking a single, and we're creating a slip knot and tying it off in his back. And let's take him off the loom. So here's our Flappy Bird. You can push his eyes out so you can see his eyes. Pull his wings out a little bit, and if you want, you can tuck in his charm string, but that's your Flappy Bird. I hope you like him. Thanks for watching.